So today we got Moist Critical Sister saying she thinks 10K a month as for a streamer is not enough. Moist Critical Sister is saying 10K a month for a streamer is not enough. Bro, yo, what? Whoa, okay. He got the, when Obizi got the scholarly outfit on, he's tight. He's tight. And I've never seen him in that outfit, but he's tight.
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation? You could get a 10K check from Twitch. What the f is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the Clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative doing this shit, okay?
Whoa. Going into the negative.
Hold on.
After making $10,000 in any check, I don't care. This is streamer Snowcone, who was a small gaming streamer before Streamer University. You know, the ones where
that's definitely the Moist Critical Sister.
$10,000 in any check.
Moist
I don't
Critical
care.
Sister.
This is streamer Snowcone, who was a small gaming streamer before Streamer University. You know, the ones where everybody came to the campus hosted by Kai Cenat and ultimately became IRL streamers and sparked this whole revolution of streaming that we're seeing. Yeah, she took the opportunity that she got there, got the package, and capitalized. Now, unfortunately, though, she did a master class in what not to do when you're streaming.
I don't know what this is.
It's Megan Thee Stallion's new tequila, so you get to test it out and take a picture in the photo booth. You can come check it out.
I don't know. It's really free Tory, so I don't know. I said it's free Tory. It's for Megan Thee Stallion. We signed with my man's Tory.
That's what's called.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that clip when I first saw it. I'm like, what the? Oh, free Tory Lanez. It's Megan Thee Stallion. I gotta. Okay.
Oh no, I said it's free Tory. It's for Megan Thee Stallion. We signed with my man's Tory.
That's what's costing you $10,000 to do? Like, that's what you're spending your $10,000 a month on. Let's really break this down for a second.
You could get a 10K check from Twitch. What?
Yo, who is playing the Vine boobs in the video? Like, who's the like, bro, 10K, okay, bro, 10K as a streamer. Let's be honest. I travel to wherever. At most, I don't know, maybe the flight might cost $2,000. I stay there for a couple of days. I have cameramen, all that shit. Going to YouTube. I don't need to hire an editor. I make my own vids. I don't need a thumbnail designer. I make my own thumbnails. If we're being honest, it's going to cost a lot of money. It is. It's going to cost a lot of money. But, okay. There was some validity, kind of, to her explanation. Let's see.
What the f is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit. You gotta pay the Clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative.
Now, I want to address the $2,000 rent and the $500 streaming setup. Look, you live where you live.
The streaming setup costs more. Like, in fact, this whole setup right here, I mean, you only got to pay for it once. But this whole setup here, this was $1,600. Yeah. This camera was like $80. This monitor was about $250. Bro, and this headphones were about like $60. Altogether, how much did I say? That's about like damn near $2,000. Plus, I got speakers. I got a animation tablet. Gotta use that more. I got a controller. Altogether, this is about like, I also have a camera for filming skits. Bro, altogether, that's like 2,000 something. Almost $3,000. Bro, it does cost a lot to get this shit set up, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
live. And I'm not saying rent isn't outrageous. You know, we need to find cost efficient and, you know, rent control areas, and rent control needs to be just a nationwide thing at this point. But that is a living expense. That's not just one about being a streamer. You were going to have to pay that, or maybe pay one less, even if you just had a regular job. So you don't get to get that one. And $500 stream setup, why do you need to do that every single month? And I think that there's a reason why, which brings us back to the $5,000 travel. It's funny because she used to be a desktop gaming streamer, but now because she has stepped into the IRL niche, she is now spending this amount of money each month on pulling some sort of stream off. And these things
Oh, okay. Yeah. $500. Yeah. She's spending $500 on the IRL streams because the cameraman.
It's funny because she used to be a desktop gaming streamer, but now because she has stepped into the IRL niche, she is now spending this amount of money each month on pulling some sort of stream off. And these things can become expensive. You need a plane ticket for yourself, a plane ticket for your camera person. You need the hotels, you need the food, you need the gas, you need the rental cars. All this stuff can and will add up, but it begs the question, do you need to be doing this to become successful? I know that streaming IRL is the new meta, and so especially because she got the stimulus package and she's a part of a specific community, she's been able to go to all these different events, whether it be going to DreamCon, Streamer University, Streamer Prom, you know, visiting Funny Mike, or whatever the case may be. These are all things that have boosted her streams. But if the risk isn't worth the reward to the point where you're going negative every single month, then I don't know if it's worth it. Actually,
Yeah,
I know for a
facts.
fact it's
It's
not
not
worth
worth
it. I've
it.
talked about this
What
multiple
the hell?
times in the streaming conversation. This one-up
Because
culture.
yeah, that's the truth. Real shit, bro. If you're making content that's gonna spend you a lot of money, you're most likely gonna make the money back. I mean, like, didn't you learn that from Agents class and Streamers University? Like, you're gonna make the money back. Like, come on.
Is ultimately going to hurt a lot of the streamers. Sure, it can pay off in some extent, but continuously having to one-up yourself month in and month out while simultaneously not seeing all the rewards and successes can ultimately be a dumbass financial decision for a lot of these content creators. That's why she's spending $500 a month on the streamer setup, is because every single month she's trying to find ways to one-up and do a different meta and change something, do something new here, because she thinks that that is what will get her to be a more successful streamer. But I'm sorry, not when a time when eggs are $6, I know, old joke, and gas is through the roof, people are getting laid off left, right, and sideways, do you get to complain about doing content creation as a job and even seeing a
facts.
$10,000 check? That's
Facts.
double the average and then some of people's monthly income, and you're complaining.
Facts. It is double the average. 10K a month is a lot. 10K a month is a lot. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't even get that shit twisted, bro. If you're making 10K a month, you are a successful person, period, bro. Seriously.
Because you blow through it every month? Shut up. There's been a recent trend of streamers being more open, honest, and upfront about their situation. I think a lot of consumers are more understanding of how much money is in streaming, and it has a lot of people curious about the money that is in streaming. So when they open their mouths to then describe, you know, how much money they're making, you would think that it would be from a good, genuine place that is then accepted by the youth, and then they go on to make decisions about their streaming or their content creation careers. But oftentimes it comes out as just the most ungrateful conversation in the world.
Being completely honest and upfront with you guys, the money is not good enough. It was not good enough. It's simple as that. I streamed for 9 hours yesterday and I made $1,500 off of it, or $1,700. So if I'm being completely
$1,700? Like, wait, just $1,700?
upfront and honest, it's just the money's not worth having to, you know, co-stream on 2 platforms.
Now I did some quick math.
Oh, he's talking about Kick and YouTube. No, he's talking about YouTube. He's talking about YouTube and Twitch. Cause, bro, cause Lacey averages like 20,000 viewers a live stream. Bro, 20,000 viewers a live stream in 9 hours. You're making like $6,000 that stream. Bro, you're making a lot of money that stream. He's talking about YouTube. Dude, YouTube, it's not the stream itself. It's the VOD. The VOD is what gets you the money. It's not the stream. If there's copyright music, they're gonna take away the VOD money, but it's what the VOD makes. You can, during stream, you'll probably make like $1,000, $2,000 after the stream, you'll probably make like $20,000. Like, it's gonna be a lot.
And you've got to be like a surgeon or a top level physician or an anesthesiologist or a damn CEO.
And on top of that, $1,700, bro, as a streamer a day, 9 hours. I could stream 9 hours comfortably. Like, I literally mean comfortably. I'm not doing shit. I'm over here sitting here talking my shit, playing video games. That's nothing to me. That ain't shit to me. We have this situation every year where someone comes out and complains about content creation. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like this shit is easy, because it is not easy at all. But definitely, it is 1 billion, trillion, gajillion % worth it. It is so worth it. Because you're not losing anything when you do YouTube. You're not losing on YouTube. You don't lose on YouTube. Like, y'all have to put that into perspective here. You are not taking a loss when you're doing YouTube. YouTube is just something that you do. Like, you can just do YouTube while you work a 9 to 5, and if that shit takes off, that's just extra money. You could be working a job making $3,000 a month, and then you could be doing YouTube and be making $2,000 a month. That is a good process. You make a simple reaction video, you could probably go harder, make 3,000, work less hours. Like, over time, YouTube is building, and then over time, you could just quit that job. Like, this content creation shit, it is so good. There is no negatives to content creation other than time. There's no negatives. There is no negatives. It's not like you going to college and you spending $60,000 in 4 years. No. You get a good setup. You know, the camera is somewhat decent, and you start making videos. If niggas fuck with it, they fuck with it. That's content creation, bro.
In order to make $166 an hour. That's exactly what Lacey was complaining about, saying that it wasn't enough money. Again, to the average person, doesn't make a fraction of that. $1,500 is a paycheck, like a full paycheck for people.
Facts.
Let alone something that you make in 1 day's worth of work. I think that it's just messed up because they're talking to an audience in which, you know, they're then in turn needing their financial contributions, donations, you know, subscriptions or whatever in order to support them, while then seemingly simultaneously shitting on them or shitting on the amount of—
I would never shit on my viewer if they handed me a sub. Man, I already told people don't even sub to my channel, bro. Like y'all don't, like, I'm not gonna let y'all don't have to membership, y'all don't have to subscribe on Twitch. Bruh, y'all just come in here, y'all can talk y'all shit. If y'all fuck with me, y'all fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. But bro, like, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. You don't have to give me a follow. I don't have follower chat on. You could just chat, bro. You don't gotta follow me. If you fuck with me, bro, you can then follow, bro. But like that, and like Twitch, that's not even how you make your money. So if you just make your money just through chatting, bro, you know what I'm saying? You always just know that you're always putting a couple cents in my pocket, sending a hate comment or a positive comment, and either way, I'm still gonna get on this bitch and talk my shit, man.
money that they are making in that time frame. These are the cost of living a top 1% life, and I don't think that people
Yeah, this is top 1% though. So, man, I mean, how do you capitalize off a rich people problem? Like, these guys are rich, man. Like, if you stream for like if you make $1,000 a day, bro, that's $30,000 a month. Bro, no one is in any place. Bro, I think $30,000 a month, bro, like dude, that is very good, man. I don't care what no one says. I can't complain about life because my mom does make that. Well, no, I don't think she makes that, but she could make that. But I know for a fact, I know some people in my family who make $30,000 a month. Hands down, they could easily make $30,000. Bro, that shit, you don't understand how good life is.
understand that streamers like
Compared to
Snowcone,
what?
even at the small threshold that she's at, where she streams to 700
Let's see, 700 viewers. Wait, what is this? 5 million streamers are the total. There's only I see it. Wow. If you average 1,000 viewers on Twitch, 1,000 plus viewers on Twitch, you are in the top less than 1% of streamers on Twitch. Wow. That is insane. Even, oh my God. If you even average over 6 to 10 viewers, you've went from the bottom 90% to the top 2%. So long didn't read. If you are roughly over 18 plus CCV, current viewers on average, you're in the top 1%. If you are only streaming to 18 plus people, you are in the top 1%. That is insane. That is a great statistic. Whoever made
Streamers
that
like
amazing.
Snowcone, even at the small threshold that she's at, where she streams to 700 viewers live, is living a top 1% life. The only reason why she has the overhead that she has is because she decided to be that way. But truly and honestly, if you stay true to yourself, and what a lot of other content creators and streamers have been talking about for the past couple months, is that you don't need to go down this path of chasing everybody, because it may ultimately not end up being beneficial in the long run. If it's so bad, stop doing this stuff, and especially stop disrespecting those that are sitting there contributing to your day-to-day life.
Facts, bro. Man, I cannot, bro. If I'm making even $300 a day as a streamer, bro, I'm not complaining. $300 a day? You know what that could do? I make more money than niggas who work 9 to 5 who hate their jobs. Over here sitting in my seat not doing shit. Nigga, this doesn't mean nothing to me. Cameras in front of me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give no fucks, man. And if I gotta spend a lot of money to do all these IRL streams, maybe I'm not gonna do them. Maybe I'm just not gonna do them yet. I ain't gonna spend all my money and do that shit. I gotta be smart. My family don't support this shit. I gotta do this shit myself. Bro, if I could be making $1,000 a month off of content creation, you know how big that'd be in the family? $1,000 a month off of this shit? I've went hard on all these videos. Not a single dime has came out yet. Like, I posted 500 plus videos and not a single dollar, bro. Huh.
Your livelihood, your funds, your streams, your whatever. They don't want to hear that shit. I don't know when this trend of, shitting on the everyday person from the content creators became so popular, but I did see one FaZe video not too long ago where they did the same old tired 9 to 5 worker isn't hard trope again. At some point, enough is enough.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. 24-hour open surgery, man. 24-hour open... What the Yes, that is... What? Whoa, enough is enough. Enough is enough with this, man. Okay, let's be honest here. 24-hour stream is probably a little harder in a business perspective and an entertainment perspective than a 24-hour McDonald's working session. 100%. I think that a 24-hour stream of you entertaining multiple people is a little harder than a 24-hour session in McDonald's, because it depends on how the McDonald's session goes. Like, if the McDonald's session it could be very simple, it could be very hard. But like, bro, that camera is on you 24/7 if you're doing a 24-hour live stream. There's a lot of things that you can't do and you can't say because you're on camera. If you live your life a certain way off camera and you know that shit is not allowed on Twitch, that shit gonna be hard for you. But, nigga, if you live your life a certain way off camera, you're at McDonald's. It don't need to be on camera. You see what I'm saying? Unless you're genuinely doing something that's a complete crime. So, but 24-hour open surgery, do you know how hard that is? A nigga could die in front of you. A nigga could dead ass die in front of you. Let's think about that for a second. A nigga could just die in front of you. Like, hold your horses, my nigga. Hold them horses.
4-hour open surgery or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, brother. We're saving thousands, you're saving what?
I don't know. if this is rage bait or like some of the like and it's crazy because they start grouping you with this shit. That's another thing. Like if you're a content creator, they're gonna start grouping you, and that's one thing I hate about life is grouping. Dude, this I have never ever agreed or dog. A 24-hour open surgery is way harder than a fucking stream. 24-hour stream, I'm just sitting there talking shit and playing video games. It's nothing. That ain't shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. You will still be tired after both of these things. But bro, let's get real here. That's nothing compared to 20 saving lives. You're saying he really said saving lives too. I don't know. This could be rage bait.
Oh,
brother! We're saving thousands, you're saving what?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right.
Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home.
This is literally.
Wait, what is she talking about? Wait. What is she talking about? I'm trying to understand. Wait. What is she? No, is she talking about the surgeon stuff?
Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and
Okay, yeah. She's talking about she's talking about surgery.
they had to go to school. You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Wow. And she the worst part is that she's right. And it's crazy because like yeah, this stuff needs to stop, bro.
I physically can't hold around bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about
Bro, I can't even laugh because the situation is so serious. What the fuck is this guy talking about, man? I know that grinding in Call of Duty is hard. I know that filming all those videos were fucking tough. Yes, they were. But, bro, you can never complain because that's something that niggas have passion for, bro. Even though that shit is hard. Bro, you can't. It ain't, bro. There is passion for that shit, bro. Come on, bro. You know that. You know that. What's this guy's name? Adapt? Bro, you know that, bro. Come on, man.
You physically could never trick shot. You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about the Elgato wasn't on.
I'm not your target audience, so break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black.
Oh, bro, come on. Come on, Silky. Silky, bro. You don't even know the guy. You don't know the guy, and the guy doesn't know you. I don't think that's the reason why he said that, bro. He probably plays World of Warcraft. We don't know. He probably plays Fortnite. We don't know what that guy does. Y'all probably none of y'all are his target audience. He probably does not fuck with the content you guys put out because that's just not the content he watches. I don't know the content.
Because I'm black.
Not fun at all, because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me. Give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means,
is that racist?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of out of pocket.
Wait, what did he say?
do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
I don't know what he's talking about.
You're losing me. Give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means,
is that racist?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of out of pocket. All of it, to be honest with you, is just
I didn't get
rage
it.
bait. Like, it's to the point where this is some sort of content that I don't think will ultimately last. And I'm specifically talking about the rage baiting portion of it. Now, Snowcone did take to the internet to try to clean it up, but I don't know. This isn't the best apology either. It never is the best cleanup. You just gotta leave some of this stuff alone. She says, I never once complained about getting a 10K check. Let's start with the fact that the entire video was taken out of context. My chat was spamming things like, you're rich, you should be able to buy clothes, why aren't you paying mods, etc. In response, all I did was explain, not complain, how a 10K check could be quickly eaten up by expenses.
Yeah, she did say that. That's exactly what she said.
Especially for streamers coming out of Streamer University who had a lot of trips and events planned afterwards. To clarify, I did not receive a 10K check, but the expenses I mentioned were very real and accurate. Here's the breakdown. $4,000 for 3 trips, me and my cameraman's expenses. Ain't the cameraman her boyfriend? Dang, that's messed up. I took
Yeah, what the hell? Oh, bro, y'all could sort things out much better, bro. y'all could sort bro. Y'all could sort things out much better, bro. If the cameraman is someone that you 100% know and trust, y'all could sort things out and make things better for yourselves. Y'all don't have to go negative. And that right here, this right here, this is not. If you're making 10K a month, this right here is enough to cover that. 4,400, 4,400, 6,400, 6,600, and 6,750. That's literally, bro. You have more. You have $2,000 saved up, and you made that shit back. So, bro, whoa, like, hey, voice critical sister, relax, bro, relax.
Right after Streamer University. Trips, I don't regret at all. They helped me meet other amazing creators and create a ton of content. $400 to buy an IRL streaming setup, my first one ever. $2,000 on basic living expenses, $200 on Wi-Fi, and $150 for an IRL toolkit. And that's just what I can recall off the top of my head, not even including tax. Sure, I could have stayed home and avoided traveling, but I wouldn't have made the connections I did or gained the opportunities that came from these experiences. That context matters.
Chat, I don't think
That's
y'all
true.
realizing.
That's true. No. She's right.
I be going into negative doing this shit.
Snowcone, people go into the negative just living regular, average day-to-day lives, right? They ride around without insurance all the time, no health care, no stable roof over their head, and deciding which meal they want to just eat and not really want to eat, but can't afford to eat. Maybe I'm skipping breakfast today, maybe I'm skipping dinner tomorrow. But ultimately, what you're saying is mighty offensive to people. Content creators gotta realize that the baiting of money and any money conversations that don't come in a positive light is not gonna make for good content. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This ungrateful streamer era is actually pretty weird, and especially because it's coming from content creators who are doing things that probably aren't going to be beneficial for them in the long run. Now, not saying this or speaking this or wishing this on her, but this is just a general sentiment. I wonder if this type of content creation bubble will burst, because everybody can't be the IRL streamer. Everybody can't spend this extreme amount of money to live up this specific lifestyle. Everybody isn't going to be a Kai Cenat. People are going broke that have never been broke before, and it's almost amazing to think that they can justify this because at the end of the day they did one stream with DDG. And granted, I do think collaboration streams can be helpful, but that one stream that you did with DDG, people came to see DDG. They did not come to see you. And that's the reality of the situation. But
yeah, and that's another thing, bro. Connections are so overrated, dog. I've always known that from the time, like, I would just see, like, there would be some YouTubers I see, bro. They'll pop up in the background of every single video, bruh. Every single video. And nothing is happening with their content. They don't blow up. They keep like the same viewers. Only time their viewers ever go up is when, like, they collaborate with the big niggas. That's it. I don't see that they ever got a platform for themselves. That shit's hard to make. That shit's hard to do, and it takes years of effort. But it's worth it, my nigga. It's 100% worth it, bro. If you're gonna, bro, you gotta do this shit. 100%, bro. You gotta go all in for this. Me personally, I'm not a group YouTube ass nigga, but I mean, bro, like, you gotta, yeah.
instead of spending $4,000 on travel, $900 on X, Y, and Z, why not focus on, you know, building your own community and making sure that you can have something that is sustainable and maintainable? That's one thing that I decided when I was going to do YouTube. Hey, I don't have too much time because I work a full-time job, and I don't want to spend so much capital that I would be going in the negative every single month in order to make banger content. At some point, it can be worth it once you reach the Mr. Beast, Kai Cenat, DDG, Agent 00 level.
Of course,
where then you get brands to sponsor whole events, and, you know, you're not really losing a dime there. You know, your whole production budget is made, but there's a certain point where you're going into the negative and then hopping on stream to the audience that consumed your content, and now you're being ungrateful as ever, talking to the people who just sent you potentially their last $5 or $15 to get you to a certain sub goal because you claimed that you were grateful just 2 seconds ago. I don't know, it's just really tone deaf during this specific time in American history, but I could be off.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, yeah, this is not like I'm kind of done with these jokes, cause like it reaches a certain point, you're just like, damn nigga, this shit ain't funny. Nah, nigga, this shit is not funny, bro. Bro, this shit is not funny. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, those jokes where they're like, oh, historians are skipping our generation. This stuff was just weird, bro. A lot of it is weird, bro.
And let me know what y'all think. I don't like any of this money conversation or this
neither.
type of specific money conversation from streamers. It was real for a second, and then it got very ungrateful very fast.
That dude said, he doesn't even know him. That dude said, I streamed for 9 hours and only made $1,500. Bro, that's it. I'm going full on YouTube and streaming because these guys are obviously taking it for granted. That's 100%, bro. That's 100%. Yeah, that is 100%, bro. Like only $1,500. That's a lot of money. I don't give a fuck what. Like, bro, niggas could work for 9 hours and only make $120. I'm out of here.